Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I'm going to show you how to fill a brand new pair of my natural leather orthotics. They're totally adjustable because you can put as much millet holes in the little pocket as you need for support. And then the leather will stretch to create that perfect pocket underneath your arch to give you the support. So with your order you receive a bag of millet holes. Approximately 2 pounds of millet holes. And these are the shoes that are perfect for these orthotics. I made these orthotics from the pattern that was created from the insert of the shoe. You send me your insert and then I'll make a pattern for them. These are Merrell's. And so what I'm going to do is take a spoon like that and just open the pocket all the way and spoon holes into the pocket. Count the spoons so that you know how many. And then after you get some in, push them all the way down in with your fingers. Just push them down to make room for more. I believe that's 6. I think. So for me, I know that I need a lot of support because I have high arches. And I know approximately how much to put in there. But if you've never done this before, you might want to just put a moderate amount in, because you can always add more later. Okay, so as soon as you've got a decent amount in there, close the zipper. And then reconform the holes so that most of the holes are back in the middle area of the arch, in this area. At this point, it just looks kind of like a blob. But pretty soon, all of this leather is going to stretch nicely to create the perfect mold, the perfect natural mold for your feet. Okay, so now take your insert and put it in your shoe. Make sure it goes all the way in. Got some ladybugs in here. All the way to the end. So that it fits perfect all the way in there. And then you wear the shoes and get an idea for how much support you now have. And go for a walk and feel them out and see if you need more or if you need less support. It's most likely that if you get it just right, what's going to happen is in a few days you'll feel like, okay, the leather has stretched now, and what I need to do is open them up and add some more support. Okay, I've been wearing these orthotics now for 3 or 4 days, and you can see that they're already really starting to take on a shape, the shape of my foot. But they need more support, because the more that leather stretches and the more they settle in, the more you've got to add millet holes to the orthotics. So let's do that. Simply open the zipper push the holes down in and make lots of room to add more. Like so. Spoon them in. Shove them down. Spoon them in. Shove them down. I'm being very messy. I think I'm just going to add 2 for right now. That's good. Now, push them back into place a little bit. There we go. So it only takes a few minutes to add more holes to your orthotics, but this is crucial for getting the support that you need for your feet. So after adding more support to your orthotics and wearing them for a while, you may feel as though you need even more support. Go ahead and just do that again. Or you may feel like, man, that is just pushing too hard on my arch and they're really getting sore. So you just take them out and take some holes out of the pocket. That's all there is to it. Simple as that. What you want is the maximum amount of support. In fact, you might go to the point of where your arches are sore because it's so much support. It's too much support. So then what you do is you just open the zipper and back off a little bit and release some of the holes, maybe a spoon or a spoon and a half, and get it so that it's the maximum amount of support so that you're stretching the fascia and tissue in the arch of your feet. That's what you want. Whenever you're walking, the action of walking should be stretching and conditioning the arch of your feet. And that's what keeps them from getting tight. Action in your body keeps your body from getting tight. And so that's the whole purpose of orthotics. Okay? So you have to stay on these orthotics. They're not just like plastic orthotics that stay the same all the time. These are adjustable orthotics that enable you to be able to control the amount of pressure in your arch, in your feet. And sometimes you'll feel like you're walking and you're like, oh, there's just not good enough support anymore. You need to take the orthotics out and add more support. That's why I give you 2 pounds of millet holes. Okay? So that's how you add millet holes to your orthotics and how you maintain them continually to have good support. So if you know how to sew, and I prefer the good old heavy steel sewing machines from the 70s or maybe early 80s, then you can do things like this. These shoes had a rip right across the top on this side, as you can see. But I went over them several times with some heavy nylon thread and sewed that rip together. Another thing I recently just did with these is to fix the ends so that they don't fray of the laces by just taking some of this dark thread and wrapping the ends, and then dipping it in liquid latex. Additionally, I had a little tear right there from catching my toe on a fence, on the bottom of a fence, and it ripped it out. So what I did was I took the scissors and snipped the edges that were torn out off, and then I just dabbed a little bit of liquid latex right on it. Latex rubber is all natural rubber from the rubber tree, and it makes fantastic soles for my orthotics, and that's why they cushion better when you walk than something that's made out of like those inserts that you get in your shoes or made out of petroleum products. That's not a good cushion. The cushions that are made This is a natural yoga mat. A natural yoga mat is $80 to $100. The crappy rubber, like petroleum rubber yoga mats are like 20 bucks at Walmart. This, everyone knows, is the good stuff that cushions well and sticks well when you're doing yoga on it. It also makes the best orthotics. Thanks for joining me. Be well.